Hello, Internet, and welcome back to another session of Elegant Magicks, the good society tale of incantations and infatuations in Bexley under Mount White Bridge. Hello. So glad to see everybody. Hope you're having a good week so far, everybody. We are trucking along here. If you are joining us live, hello, welcome. Hope to see everybody in chat. Please participate. Name me an NPC, just something really fun and ridiculous. I have a couple new Bigfoots to introduce, apparently. So yeah, give them a name. Throw some tokens our way, maybe a monologue or two. Be great. If you are joining us on the YouTubes or in a VOD, again, welcome. Thanks for checking out our content, because there's a lot of it, and you're getting a good head start. Good on you. But please definitely check out our YouTube content, jump onto Discord with us, or just hang out with us on Twitch. That's good too. Next thing coming up will be tomorrow. We are back on for Neon Souls, Cyberpunk goodness. Val runs that. I'll let them tell you about it. That's tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern. But yeah, for right now, why don't we just jump through and talk to all of our amazing cast. Tell us who you are, where we can find you on the internet, and who you're playing tonight. Let's start with Val.
Hello, everybody. I'm Val at the Kraken's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. You can find me here Thursdays through Sundays playing and running games. Like Sid said, I run Neon Souls, a Cyberpunk Cypher System game, on Fridays from 9 to 11 Eastern Time. So coming out with us tomorrow as we're getting back into the swing of that. And then this Saturday, we will have the session 1 of our second season of Star Power. Saturday Night Star Power, where we're going to be playing Fate this season. There was some time travel at the end of the first season, so a lot of stuff has been like retconned and changed, and it's going to be a whole new show. So come hang out with us on Saturday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. And tonight I'm going to be playing Layrd Avalon Cross, who is the socialite, and their desire is to drive the family that looks down on them to self-destruction and ruin. That's me.
Like you do. Savvy.
Hello, that's me. I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, pretty much on Twitter most of the time, where you can find my streaming schedule pinned to the top of my page. Much like Val, I'm here Thursdays through Sundays, either playing in games or running them. Particularly our new Vaesen game that I run on Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. It's called Thursday's Children, and it's a Nordic horror role-playing game, and it friggin' rules, and all the characters rule and the players rule, and it's a great game, and you should come watch it. When I'm not here on Sunday nights, I'm on twitch.tv/lbhackabup at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time playing Dungeons and Dragons. But I'm not doing that tonight. Tonight I'm playing Jessamine Blackwood, since everybody knows who she is now, the tutor whose desire is to restore her family name and resume her place in society.
Jay?
Hello, everybody. It's me, RJ. You can catch me at RJS282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things of my life and sometimes stream. I'm in games across the week, and I'll go there and live tweet whenever I go live. It's great. Recently on my streams, we've been playing Pokemon Unite, and it is a return back to MOBAs, a dark time in RJ's life. But I'm not doing that today. I'm playing Jarvis Hawke, who's the careerist, and their desire is to take revenge on the people responsible for stealing whom you love. Why is there a P there? That
Womp you love.
Womp you love.
I added that last session, and I didn't think you hadn't seen it.
Thanks, Val.
Last but not least, Alex.
Hello, everyone. I'm Alex. OMG, it's some guy on the internet. You can find me on this channel Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays. This past Tuesday, we finally returned to our Masks game, Squire Squad. And even though we had one player short, we found out that their family may be up to some funny business. We also had our alien character finally find their home planet after being stranded on Earth for over a decade. So there's been a lot of stuff happening on that show. And none of that is happening tonight. Tonight I am Bernard Sinclair, the new arrival, who meant to look up a new desire that would be slightly more fitting because up till now his desire has been to enter into a marriage with someone who truly loves you without revealing your hidden wealth, but everyone here now knows that he is the Prince of America. So cat's kind of out of the bag.
That's all right. We'll figure it out. And I will be your facilitator this evening. My name is Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid, usually just talking about all the fun stuff that I'm doing here. Or I have a new show coming up this coming Monday, July 26th at 8 o'clock Eastern over on Infinite RP. We are playing Flames of Freedom. So excited. It's going to be a fantastic cast. A lot of GGK friends playing in that one and running it. It's going to be a blast. So definitely check that out. But that's not what we're doing right now. We are playing some good society. So I will do as truncated of a recap as I can manage with everything that occurred, you know, not only in substance, but in emotion last time. Last time on Elegant Magicks. Our major characters had finally settled themselves into the waters of the infamous Truth and Consequences hot spring, where one is magically compelled to speak only the truth, or else there will be, well, consequences. Jarvis even attempted to test the strength of the spring's enforcement of this compulsion, but decided better of it once he felt the potency of its magic. Spotify is being dumb. I apologize, and I will restart it. And just like in its name, much truth was revealed in the spring, as basic as, well, universal group nudity, as well as complex as their collective feelings for and about each other, Avalon's feelings about their mother, Jacqueline's feelings toward Bernie and his relationship schemes, and the revelation that Jarvis has taken lives during his family's demands of him. Seemingly distressed about some of these conversations, Miranda abruptly fled the private chamber and sought solace in the public spring, leading the group to stress to Bernie that he may not fully understand Miranda's feelings for him, and also leading to her clandestinely meeting our favorite vampire with a heart of gold, Layrd von Karma. While attempting to steer clear of Layrd von Karma, who could not only tell his employer, Duke Jimothy Northshire, but also his current paramour, the Baroness Cross, Avalon's mother, about our major characters being somewhere they did not say that they would be, Avalon and Jessamine decided to slip back to the holiday house to explore new developments in their relationship. At nearly the same instant, Jarvis and Jacqueline also decided to slink off and reignite their spark as well. This left Bernie to, well, take everyone else's many petty appointments, but also to run into Miranda. In a surprising turn, it turns out that Miranda revealed that she not only had Bernie's swift departure from America and their engagement left her hurt, embarrassed, and with the brunt of the blame from society, but she had also concocted this story of falling in love with someone else so that her and Bernie's families would abandon the idea of them marrying. She had come to England with the express purpose of telling Bernie this, in the hopes that, with no one pressuring him into the engagement, he might perhaps decide on his own that he wanted to marry her. She was, however, despondent to see that he had seemingly moved on with other pursuits, and she planned to speed up her departure from the holiday house so as not to be an unwelcome distraction. We ended with the revelation that Lord Von Karma was not at the hot spring alone. He was, in fact, in the company of his employer, Duke Jimothy, and hoped to invite his newfound, rather sad friend, Miranda, to the holiday estate to cheer her up. The Duke was elated to agree, and Lord Von Karma, I think, was also excited to, I don't know, fuck with our main characters, because he totally spotted them, low-key. And I think that is that. I am going to attempt one more time to restart my music, because is it playing on your end? Or is it still being dumb? Okay. Let's try this one more time. However, I know we had discussed it before stream, but were there any other scenes that we wish to jump into prior to finishing this rather full novel chapter? Are we all pretty solid? Alrighty. Then we shall say that that is another novel chapter in the books. And we shall jump along to Reputation. So, if you want to go ahead and pull up them family background sheets and think back on what your character accomplished this past novel chapter, we can go ahead and delve into that. Oh no, Spotify has a spinny wheel of death. This is so bad. I apologize. While I figure that out, does anyone have an idea of whether they were yay, nay, or some sort of net zero in between this past chapter?
So I know we've always danced around the, well, but does society know about this? But I think for Bernie, he's probably getting a negative tag because there's the acted on desire in a way that compromised your duty or morality, and finally confronting Miranda about kind of running away from her.
Yeah, I think finally all those little bits of casting off, giving a shit about what society says may have finally caught up to Bernie. So that's very fair.
Yep. So first I gotta come up with the adjective, and then this will be my third negative. So coming up with something special there.
Thoughtless?
Yeah, that's probably accurate. Head empty, no thoughts.
Head empty, no thoughts.
Only thoughts. THOTs.
Fair. I'm assuming that this gives me... We're up to a great start, y'all.
Head empty, all thoughts.
All thoughts. Ew. Oh,
But
boy.
if you send everyone to horny jail.
Who's
Best
left?
place to be.
And it's a party. Lord. Okay, so I am assuming that this
Why do you
gives
think
you...
Bernie invited everyone out this
I'm assuming this gives you a negative reputation.
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
It does.
The
What are we
actions or the
thinking?
joke?
Ew.
All of it. So for the new arrival, it's either great offense, your actions are offensive to someone of local importance and they mean to make it known publicly, or fracture, someone close to you is appalled by your behavior and refuses to talk to you.
I mean, I feel like the fracture may make sense, given that she's already stated that she's hightailing it out of here, despondent and embarrassed. A fracture with Miranda sounds about right until he can rectify things.
Yeah, and that probably makes the most sense. But I'm also wondering what the group thinks about, someone somehow catching wind of just the general state of things at this weekend, and somehow sending word back to Bexley, and Bexley will somehow find out, like, oh, they're all what word? I had it on the tip of my tongue, but involved with each other, and what Bexley is going to respond to that. But that may be too much negative fallout on the rest of the group.
I was gonna say that turns your negative tag into all of
Into
negative tags.
everybody's negative tag.
But I also like, so I had a similar thought to you though, Alex, is that, well, I guess it depends, like, if the fracture happens, because I want to see more of what's going to happen with Bernie and Miranda, and if it gets codified as that's the source of the fracture, then it doesn't go away until there's no development there until the fracture's dealt with, correct?
Until he spends a negative tag and somehow deals with it.
Yeah, which currently my negative tags are uncouth, tactless, and now thoughtless.
I'm sure you could spend one. I think Miranda makes the most sense.
I figure he could probably figure out how to use one of those.
I'm surprised you didn't spend one of those to make one of the negative things happen last time.
Oh, if you thought the things that happened last time were negative, you haven't seen what I can concoct.
You want negative conditions? Hold my beer. Oh boy. Okay.
All right, but yeah, so that probably makes the most sense. So fracture. That is. I mean, I know it says appalled by your behavior. That part feels a bit strong, but certainly refuses to talk to you. I can accept for the third negative, unless you want to, I guess this is me more looking at it as people would. Like, I don't think she's appalled by my behavior, but I can certainly see her refusing to talk to me. But if we want to also make her appalled, then, challenge accepted.
Can all of you hear me right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. I am currently having some technical difficulties. My entire computer has frozen, and I do apologize for that. But I can still hear all of you. So I'm going to...
Oh, there she goes.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We'll never know.
I will take us to break very quickly before she drops out of the call and messes up everything on the screen. So stick with us for a minute, chat. We're going to see if we get this sorted out, and we'll be back to you in a second.
And I'm back. Oh, and everyone else is too. I apologize. Tech difficulties, man, they're life, aren't they? When you live most of it on the internet. Thank you for your patience. We are going to jump back in. We are in the middle of resolving our reputation stage of the game. I believe we came up with a little bit of something for Alex or Bernie. If you want to jump back into that just in case. What had you decided on?
Yes, Bernie has most certainly been thoughtless in terms of. I just had the wording up. No. Acted on desire in a way that compromised your duty or morality in terms of running away from the arranged marriage.
Yeah, that one finally caught up with him. So that is fair. That will, again, trigger that reputation condition. And I believe you went with fracture.
Yes.
Or-
Someone close to you is appalled by your behavior and refuses to talk to you, which is most certainly Miranda. And I think kind of where we froze was me trying to argue just so it's less awkward for me that she is not so much appalled by my behavior, but just that she refuses to talk to me. But
yeah, I think that's kind of where we had left things last week too. She's more embarrassed and trying to flee the situation. So no, that's fair. I think less appalled and more she's trying to PTFO. So PTFO, GTFO, wrong letter. Anyway. Perfect. Did anyone else have an idea for their reputation this time around? Yes, Abby.
I'm going to say negative.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't really feel the need to justify myself based on all the decisions I've made over the last couple of sessions.
Amazing.
What
are you going with then?
I think they've been, I would say, pretty fucking selfish.
Okay.
I'm not. There's a couple of words that I'm going to use, but no, I think. Listen, Jessamine has really forgotten about all of her responsibilities. I think at this point,
got a little sidetracked.
She's been a little irresponsible.
Okay.
I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Man, thesaurus.com said devil may care, and I'm putting that on my sheet right now.
Fuck yes. Thesaurus.com, future sponsor of our show. Doing it for us again.
That about sums up like the last week of her life.
Hell yes. All pun intended. Amazing.
Yeah, she has no regrets at this point.
No regrets. I love it. And well, this is her fourth, so
yep. I have lots of tags.
Yeah.
I'm collecting them. And
You have
immediately
all the
forgetting to
tokens.
use them.
All of the reputation.
I do.
Amazing. I love it.
Now thinking how one of those responsibilities how I can do those as Morrigan and bring her into play.
The only responsibility Jessamine cares about anymore and hasn't had to deal with for like a week.
It's true.
Oops.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Who's next? Ajay?
I'm gonna say positive.
This is fair.
Made a sacrifice or denied your own desire to show you're not like the rest of your family. In
Hell yeah.
spilling family secrets.
He kind of narked a little bit, but like in the best possible way. So yeah.
He narked so that his friends could be safe.
Yes, exactly. He nobly narked. That was wonderful.
You aren't a narc, are you? Only on the weekends.
What word are we thinking?
Unreserved? Without reservations, frank and open?
Open or honest? I mean, just straight up honest. Like, I think sounds pretty solid to me.
Okay, I'll do open. It's a little bit easier to work with.
I definitely think a negative tag for Avalon.
In this
Mostly,
juncture, I'm just gonna go with whatever y'all say.
yeah.
'Cause
I'm going
there's
off
just
of
so much
the.
flying around.
I'm going off the acted on desire in a way that compromised your duty or morality. Mostly to duty, not so much to morality. Going to pursuing this relationship with Jessamine. And I think I was gonna go with like short-sighted
Okay.
for that. Like doing this in the spur of the moment, not really caring about the long-term ramifications for this relationship.
Okay. I dig it. Throw it on there. All right, and let's also, because I remembered this time without being prompted, let's do reputation for our factions. So let's see. Hoof. All right, we might all be going down. So we did not see our leaders, so they do not factor in. That's net 0. However, Jarvis did get a positive, whereas Avalon did get a negative. So looks like our college is going back up 1. And the Arcanum is going back down 1. Oh man. Well, honestly, that's about where they started. So not too shabby. All righty then. And yeah, the
Realizing
matchmakers are staying in place. So
we're nearing the end of the season, and I feel like we have not done nearly as much with the factions as kind of this expansion is meant to, but
yeah, you know what? There's a lot. I love and appreciate the game creators of this game. I've heard at least one of them express openly that the expansion is to be utilized as much or as little as one would desire during the game, because there's already a lot to do. So they get it. No worries there. Maybe if another round through, we'd get a lot more with the factions, but that's also not really where our story took us. We'll see. All righty. So we have completed reputation. And now we move to one of our favorite parts of the game, rumor and scandal. All right. So let's see what we still have available to be spread. We have Lady Oberon Knox is bringing an Archfey in from London. We have Bernard Sinclair came to Bexley from America to purchase the Ebenweald estate, the former Blackwood estate. We have the Arcanum Populi has hired assassins from the Order of the Obsidian Blade to take out the College of Wizardry's leadership. And that a prominent match set by the Auricular Matchmakers has fallen apart. Those are still available to be spread. If they are not spread in this next round of rumors, they will fade away. And do keep in mind that anything that has been spread that is not as viewable by the players right now, set in red right now, does still have a token attached so that you can bring it into actuality in our story as well. So let's start. Let's start from the top. Val, what do you got?
I know I'm so adamant that I will only create rumors and never spread
I was about to say,
rumors.
maybe I should have started at the bottom because Val always creates rumors.
But there's also one rumor around here I specifically want to spread. I'm gonna take, you know what? I'll make one up now and I'll spread it if nobody else has.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the what would the word be for somebody in the college, like a magical person who studies like astrology? Would it just be astrologian?
Astrologer?
Astrologer? The
Astrologian.
astrologers. I'm playing too much Final Fantasy. The astrologers of the college have signified or something. You'll see where I'm going with this and decide if you want to have divined that a planetary convergence within the coming weeks will lead to bizarre magical phenomenon to take place.
The astrologers of the College of Wizardry have divined that a planetary convergence within the coming weeks will lead to bizarre magical phenomenon taking place. I love it. Savvy.
I would like to spread the rumor about the assassins.
Yeah. All right.
That was the one I was going to spread. I'm glad I didn't do it.
I would like people to talk more about assassins.
Yeah. I like it. It is spread. RJ.
I'm going to spread. Lady Oberon Knox is bringing in an archfey from London.
You got it. Alex?
I was going to spread that one, RJ.
I'm glad we're all in the same frame of mind.
Should have thought up backups in case someone spread that one. So rumor that I think people are starting to pick up on, the Hawke family is mobilizing in an heretofore unforeseen amount of coordination and strength. So just a rumor that people are noticing the Hawks are up to something more so than they're usually suspicious of them.
Okay, so the Hawke family is mobilizing in heretofore. I'm using the word because I love it. Unforeseen numbers and strength. I love it. I've got two. Going to say that Lord Manfred von Karma is secretly
A vampire.
Not much of a secret. Is secretly what am I thinking? The illegitimate child of the monarch.
How old's the monarch?
Who knows? And I'm gonna spread the astrologers of the College of Wizardry because that's just too damn good. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. That's my two. Alex. Back around.
My brain does not have enough time. It's too full of thoughts.
What you got? If you need more time, I can put RJ on the spot instead.
I wouldn't do that to my buddy RJ. Trying to figure out how to phrase this in a salacious way, but just something about people noticing that the Baroness Cross and Baron von Karma are now a thing. But, well,
The Baroness. The Baroness is about to have Lord von Karma's illegitimate child.
yeah, because
Potentially throwing.
That was fast.
Hey, I mean, he's
who
been
knows
around
what
for a long time.
gestation periods are with vampires.
Well, if we go by the Twilight Saga,
Which we would never do.
we'd never do.
It's that
I would.
far. Maybe we should establish a safe word. Oh, nope. Okay, we're just going.
I was just shitting with you, but if you actually want to use that, it's yours. Go for
I mean,
it.
yeah, no, I think the illegitimate child rumor is a good one.
Lord Manfred is just...
Do you want to go with what they have an illegitimate child, thus setting up the point to make anyone within our game their illegitimate child, or that they're about to have it, like they're going to be having a baby? Because they have known each other a long time. Maybe Avalon is actually the illegitimate child, and that's why they hate Avalon so much. I don't know.
I
Just
feel like
saying.
that's too much power to put into my hands right now. This is more a question for Sid.
You
It's
can
just
say
a
Again,
rumor.
it's just a rumor. You can say whatever you want.
Okay, so the Baroness Cross and Lord von Karma are courting each other so that they may finally acknowledge their illegitimate child together.
Oh. Have begun to publicly court in order to formally recognize their illegitimate child. Leaving it at that? Are we naming the illegitimate child, or are we just leaving it vague?
The rumors are vague because this
Leaving it
one
vague.
could be Avalon, could be Morgan, could be some other NPC we haven't seen yet.
Who knows? All right. Awesome.
It's Zachary.
Awesome. No. Aw, Jay.
Lady Oberon Knox is in talk with the Hawke family. In that she wants to add a new member.
Hawke family. About
Adding a new member to their ranks.
adding a new member to the Knox family ranks from the Hawks, or adding
to the Hawke family.
I see. Okay. And Leader Armanos is in talks with the Hawke family about. Sorry,
Adding
my
a
brain
new member
just
to the Hawke
stopped.
family ranks.
All the
From
Knox and Hawks
the Fae?
is giving
Yeah,
me
it's
Dr.
like
Seuss
my
vibes.
head. My
Sorry.
head is just. Okay, so basically, like tossing over one of her Fae folk into the Hawke family. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. I'm really hoping if we get another one, I'm going to spread that and say that it's the Archfey she brought over from London.
I see what you're saying now. Okay. About bringing one of her Fae folk into the Hawke family fold. That's how we'll phrase that. Perfect. Okay. Savvy.
Going between two in my head. I'm gonna say, rumor has it that one Zachary Hawke has agreed to auction off Hawke family magical secrets to the highest bidder.
To auction off Hawke family secrets to to the highest bidder.
First you steal my girlfriend, and now you're trying to steal my thing. Fuck you, brother.
Amazing. And Val.
All right. An esoteric sect of church inquisitors are en route to Bexley to hunt to hunt down magical practitioners.
Your
Oh my
rumors
God.
are extreme this week.
I'm just going all out.
The way to Bexley to hunt down magical practitioners. Damn. Which is
No one has to
everyone.
spread that. It's everyone.
I love it. All right. So we will, in memoriam, we will say goodbye to Bernie coming to purchase the Evanwill estate. We will say goodbye to a prominent match falling through. And that's it. Because we spread all the rest of that shit. All right. Cool. And again, remember, anything spread that is not in red, my lovely players, is eligible to be utilized as a token to make it so. I love it.
Is there a possible way that we could highlight those in another color so that they pop a little bit more? Because I have trouble figuring out which ones.
Yeah.
I guess it's anything that's not crossed off. Anything in white that's not crossed off is something that can be spread.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, never mind. I get it now.
You good? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's crossed off, not available.
Okay. Cool.
Awesome. Alrighty. We did it. We got through rumors. And now it is time for letters. Letters. We've got letters. Whew, we've got a lot of things to put into place, don't we? We've got a tea potentially. We've got a lot of other fun things involved. Who has a letter they would like to send? I think potentially Yvonne Karma, maybe. Go ahead.
Lady Miranda Graves gets a nice letter in some very fancy stationery. It reads, "You are cordially invited to whatever estate they're staying at.
Mm-hmm.
If you wish, you may bring along whomever you want for tea tomorrow this afternoon. If you have any allergies, please respond to this correspondence."
Amazing. We get the shot of like Miranda with her room door closed, packing everything away, and then getting this letter, being like, shit. One more day. Anyone else have any allergies besides citrus? I got the citrus one. Anyone? No?
Small amount of milk.
Milk. All right. Well, we're going to tea. She'll write a response. Oh, we'll get into it. Excellent. Anyone else got one for me?
I have a few. I don't think this is in the spirit of the tactless tag and spending my negative tag for it, but I think Bernie sent,
Lay it on me.
Everyone finds slipped under their door in the vacation house a little note that upon opening just is the most garish, full of illusion magic, spits illusionary confetti invitation to, Mr. Bernard Sinclair formally invites you to stay in tomorrow evening and have a an evening of drinking and revelry and debauchery for those interested, in parentheses, as a send-off before we return to the real world that is Bexley. Like I said, I don't think it's while the invitation may be tacky, I don't think it's actually tactless.
I was gonna say this is just ye old Netflix and chill that we all just got a group text for.
A text for it at the same time. Yep. Group Netflix and chill. Did you include Miranda in this?
Yes. And Jacqueline did get a separate invitation from Jarvis, though both are slipped under the door.
From Jarvis?
No, it's the same invitation from Bernie, but both invitations were slipped under Jarvis's door because Bernie knows they're staying in the same room.
Got
So
it.
two
Okay.
invitations to that room.
I was like, wait, you sent it to her, but from Jarvis? Wait a
No.
minute. Okay, got it. I suppose we can get into those shortly as well. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what a response is gonna be to that. I think I have to digest that one for a second. Okay. Anyone else? Yes.
Can I respond to Bernie's invitation, please?
Yes, you may.
Okay, then Bernie gets this very nice, like, folded up, like, origami flower that's, like, sitting in his room. And when he opens it, it yells at him. And then in Jessamine voice says, "If you ever even think about sending me confetti again, you won't be able to pursue any courtships, let alone one with all three of us. I'll be there."
Right, it was a glitter bomb Netflix and chill. That's what we just got.
Basically,
Yes.
Jarvis quickly like slaps the letters out of Jacqueline's hand. Like, no, love, don't do that.
What?
It's the same letter.
I will
It's
say the
Possible
confetti,
to get that out of lace.
the confetti fades away. It's all an illusion. He's not that thoughtless. I say as I literally look at my negative tag of thoughtless.
I stand by what I said.
Can someone spend a token to make it so the magic goes awry and it is permanent confetti?
I think Savannah's got plenty of them. Do you want to?
I'll do it.
Do it. Spent.
It's permanent confetti.
You have to get it out the old-fashioned way.
It's just confetti. The magic was too good. Bernie just accidentally made confetti.
Whoops.
How? It broke the laws of... Never mind. Done. All right. I think
I
it's
think I'm the
just...
only one that hasn't sent a letter
Yeah, me too. Go ahead.
yet. Can I send one, because we all know about the invite for tea with the Duke?
Yeah, I figure you're all probably gonna have to talk about that.
Okay. This can
So
happen
maybe-
after that conversation, because Avalon
Yes.
wants to send a letter to the Duke.
Got it.
Private, like for their eyes only.
Okay.
Gives that explicit instruction to the courier. And it just simply says, "My lord, I have been meaning to discuss certain matters with you. If you would please grant me the honor, I would appreciate a private audience with you at a time surrounding the planned tea. And if you could do me a favor, I would very much appreciate you not mentioning my appearance here at the Springs to anyone in contact with my mother. And I'd like to maybe spend a tag to make this work.
What tag you want to spend?
I was thinking prudent. It's a positive tag.
I think that's fair, given that this seems a prudent thing to do, given the circumstance. Okay, so we'll spend that.
And for
And,
the combined effect of actually getting the time to speak with him and also not talking to my mom.
Done. Okay, so we'll have a separate scene for that token use, that tag use, and that will be having that private, bless you, conversation with the Duke. Excellent. I think we can manage that. Awesome. I need to do some too. I think they're just gonna both have to be Miranda. Miranda, the first one, Bernie, will not so much be another letter as you hear a scuffling near your bedroom door at one point, and you go toward it to see the invitation that you stuck under Miranda's door being forcibly shoved back underneath your own, torn in half. And Miranda will respond to Lord Von Karma, simply saying, Lord Von Karma, thank you so much for your invitation. I could definitely use a lovely bit of tea, seeing as this will be one of my final days here at the Springs. I am here with a larger party. However, I'm not certain how many of them will be available for the tea. I hope I can give you an estimate of perhaps 1 to 4 others in attendance. I hope that's not too much of a fluctuation for you. We do have some allergies, one specifically being citrus and another milk. I hope that's agreeable for preparing victuals. Thank you again for your kind conversation and consideration at the Spring, and I, at the very least, shall see you later this afternoon. Sincerely, Lady Miranda Graves, etc., etc. 2. Bam. Who wants to do their second?
Me, but I want to double check something real quick.
Yes.
I could go if you need enough time to think, or is it okay?
Do it.
I have 2 in mind, and so I think we've established before we can spend a token to send an additional letter.
You may, absolutely.
Yep. So I think there is one, and this one will be quick, and then I'll do kind of the more substantive one. So I'll just knock these both out. So one is everyone but Miranda gets another note shoved under their door from Bernie that is just, I very much need your help to try and fix things with Miranda before she leaves and she never speaks to me again. Can we please have a team huddle at some point soon? Please, 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 please. Bernie.
Oh no.
Oh, it's 3 pleases. Now we have to do it.
Is that a rule I wasn't aware of? You say please 3 times and then you're bound? Is this some sort of ancient magic?
how you started. Well, it's how I started courting you.
Jessamine, what is a team huddle? Is that German?
Meeting, darling.
Ah, right.
You never learned German.
No. Mother always said it was a barbaric language.
And then the more substantial letter is going to be to Morgan Cross, who has been absent for too long in this game, but is from Bernie. Basically just says, starts off, "Howdy, Miss Maury. I know it's been a little bit since we've last seen each other. I apologize for being busy, but things are happening, which I hope to be able to speak to you about soon. Indeed, I do hope to return from this weekend with some hopefully exciting news, should all go well. Though I will also admit, said news could potentially be confusing. I will do my best to explain the situation to you. And just know that I and any other parties involved will do our best to make sure things do not change over much for you. And that if there is one thing that you can rest assured in, it's that myself, Valley, and Miss Booker all have your best interests at heart."
Alrighty then.
Hope to see you soon, Bernie.
Amazing.
Jarvis steps out onto a balcony and slips on a sapphire earpiece. I heard there was going to be a family gathering. There is some things we need to discuss in person before deliberations happen. Suffice to say, I'm coming home. And I kind of want this to go wrong for Jarvis, so I want to spend my duplicitous tag. He doesn't want to talk. He wants to find out what's going on.
Okay. But instead...
He's probably gonna get a bashing from the family.
Okay.
Would Zach have told? Probably, right? Because...
Would Zach have told on him?
For the sake of elevating his own status within the family? Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You really fuck things over for Zach, so...
There was also, the whole "you're dead" carved into your arm. So I'm guessing
be
Zach
literal.
maybe has some hard feelings about the whole scenario. Okay. That's interesting, because... Okay, we will have to resolve that scene, but we might not be able to do that until Jarvis actually goes home. So let's put a pin in that.
Hmm?
But yes, you may go ahead and burn that tag. And we're going to have to burn Jarvis in turn. All right. Making that note.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. I hope. Excellent.
Does Zachary get the token?
No. Tags just get burned
Just go
and
away.
dissolved. Yeah. So, but you still get to do negotiation if you wanted to
They're like super
add anything
tokens.
to that.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't negatively impact Zachary. It negatively impacts Jarvis. Okay, that makes sense. I have a letter. This one's going to be from Zachary to an undisclosed recipient.
Okay.
And it just says, "We need to talk. I'm in need of your services for a job. It's a bit personal. Meet me tomorrow. I want to take care of this before the end of the week. Usual payment to follow." He sends that off.
Where's that going?
You don't know.
Somewhere. Okay, good. Got it.
To
got it.
someone.
Undisclosed recipient.
Meaning I don't.
It is received. Any more letters? Is that everyone? Did everyone get a dose? No. Savvy?
I get one more.
Do it.
There's a short note on Jarvis's bedside table with a small switchblade as a paperweight. It just says, "This is your weekly reminder that if you hurt my sister's feelings at any point, I could kill you with any object in your room without even needing to be there. Just like old times. Jess."
Well, at least it isn't a hatchet.
I mean, she didn't even stab it into any of the furniture. I assume because it's a vacation home and it doesn't belong to her. So, I mean, she did just place it. So that's good, right?
You know, Jess, that's never good.
Well, it again is better than it being in the paper or in you, I suppose.
Can I spend a token to say they have like a scrapbook collection of these letters from Jessamine from all the weeks that they were dating that she would send to them like every week with a different weapon?
Yes. Is Jarvis amenable to that?
I am amenable to that. Jarvis reaches into his trunk and pulls out a small scrapbook, sticks it in there. We'll laugh about this
Scrapbook or a
someday.
pincushion?
Oh, Jarvis keeps the weapons on him.
Yeah, scrapbook for the letters, pincushion for the weaponry, small armory chest for the weaponry.
Oh, you've kept them all.
Do you think she'd want these back at any point?
Maybe hold on to them for her.
Hmm.
You could give them all back to her as a birthday surprise at some point, I'm sure.
What would be funnier, to wrap the entire trunk in wrapping paper or to wrap them all individually? I'll wrap them all individually, put them in the trunk, and then wrap the trunk in wrapping paper.
Perfect.
It's like a matryoshka of weaponry.
I'll just make more.
I love it. So, unless anyone wished to purchase any further letters, I think we should maybe resolve a couple of scenes before we jump into visitation. The first of which being this private meeting between Avalon and the Duke.
Yes, need to talk to Jessamine real quick before that meeting.
Okay. Why don't we jump into that first as a part of that token burn?
All right. Oh, Jessamine, if you have a moment.
Of course.
Well, I was considering that the Duke now knows we're here, and things may get out of control. I was arranging a meeting with His Eminence to try to explain things or smooth things over, so he does not go back to my mother and explain that I was here. I was also considering perhaps divulging more of the nature of our relationship and seeing if he would be amenable to covering for some of that to restore your reputation with my mother and maintaining mine.
You want to go to one of my suitors
Yes.
to ask him to cover for the fact that we're sharing a bed and hide it from your mother.
When you put it that way, it sounds worse.
Yes, potentially the most romantic thing any person's ever done for me.
I mean to divulge my intention to court you and asking that he politely allow me to do so, knowing that my mother would not approve. He seems like an amiable man.
He's an extremely amiable man.
So perhaps he might be, for the sake of, I don't know, romance, might be interested in assisting us.
For the sake of a romance that's not his.
Again, when you put it that way.
You know, I can't stop you.
Well, if you tell me not to, I won't, but I
Really?
can find another way. Well, yes. I don't want you yelling at me for the next week over doing this without your permission.
I'll find something to yell at you about.
Right. Well, at least it wouldn't have to be about this.
I don't think it's the worst idea you've ever had.
That's something.
I mean, he's going to have to find out eventually.
Right. And if we're going to be... The plan was to masquerade some sort of relationship between the two of you to placate my mother. Unless you're interested in continuing to court him, in which case I won't say anything.
Oh, he's terribly boring.
Well, if that is the case, if you're welcome to join in on the conversation. I mentioned it being private, but nothing to say that you couldn't be there too.
That's either an incredibly good or incredibly bad idea, and either way, I do. Yes.
All right.
Yes, I want that to happen.
All right. So the two of us will speak with him and explain the situation.
All right.
All right. Good. I'll start
Knowing
getting
full
ready.
well that it was your idea and you planned this, and if it does go poorly, I will throw you under the wheels of the carriage, so to speak.
Yes, I had full expectation as such.
All right, as long as we're clear.
Right. Well, I must prepare myself for a meeting with the Duke, then.
I should change.
Brilliant. And so, both Avalon and Jessamine, snazzily dressed for the meeting with the Duke, take off from the holiday abode to the Duke's holiday abode outside of the Springs and present themselves earlier in that morning, the next day, I suppose.
I imagine we'd leave like a little bit before everyone else for the tea meeting and get there a bit early for this.
Okay, with the intention of just sticking around for everyone else to arrive.
If it goes well, if it goes bad, then we leave and tell everyone else to not to show up.
Amazing. Okay. All right. So, late morning then, Avalon and Jessamine arrive. And as they had asked for this to be a private meeting, they arrive, knock, I suppose, and the Duke himself answers the door. Hello. Oh, Jessamine, lovely to see you. This is unexpected, but a pleasure as always. And my lad, a pleasure to see you.
My lord.
Please, come in.
Yes. I hope we're not imposing too much on your...
No,
morning
not at all.
activities.
I'm on holiday, of course, so please, come in.
Yes, of course. Follows him until we get somewhere suitably private, just asking small talk.
Yeah, of
How's your
course.
stay been? Have you enjoyed the hot springs?
Oh, it's been lovely so far. I managed to get in an early morning medi-pedi, which was just quite lovely. The attendants are quite dutiful. Lovely.
We unfortunately missed our appointment yesterday. I suppose we'll have to book another. That's good to know.
Yes. Do see if you can manage to get Gertrude. She's taller. Well, several of them are quite tall, but quite taller than the rest. Almost 8 feet, I would say. She was spectacular.
Right. Gertrude. I'll keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm. Well, please, I had the servants lay out a little something before they arrived back for the property, and I asked that Lord von Karma take a turn about the town so that we may have a private conversation.
Right. I appreciate your discretion on this matter.
Oh, of course.
No,
I
please,
assume it is of a very personal nature, so please, however may I help?
Yes. Well, my foremost apologies for my not mentioning bringing Miss I have your fake name up here, Booker, Miss Booker, without your knowledge. But given the nature of our conversation, I felt it prudent to leave that out. You're a busy man, and I don't wish to take up too much of your time. My first point of business is that I wasn't aware that any familiar faces would be present at the hot springs. My mother is not aware of my presence here, and I realize it might be a further imposition upon you, but if you could keep this matter between us and your steward, I would greatly appreciate that.
Well, if I may be frank, lad, do not have much in the way of regular conversation with your mother, if I can help it. So that should not be an issue. However, as I don't feel as if I am imposing upon stating something that is rather public knowledge at this point, I believe you know as well that Lord von Karma is, as of now, courting your mother. So I don't feel it would be fair to impose upon him to keep such a thing secret from his paramour, if you understand.
Right. I had hoped that was just a rumor.
I do not believe so. However, if this is of utmost urgency, could arrange for a private conversation for yourself and Lord Von Karma, if you wish
No,
it to test the waters, as it were.
No, I believe the second matter I wish to discuss might clear that up slightly. Again, this is highly irregular, and I understand if you do not approve of this. I would only ask that the subject of this conversation perhaps stay between the three of us, regardless of your feelings on the matter.
Of course.
I realize your intention to your interest in Miss Booker. And I found it only fair to advise you that Miss Booker and I have expressed similar interest in her as well.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm quite happy for you both.
Thank you.
He seems genuinely happy for you both.
Thank you. I very much appreciate that. As you might understand, given your, I think, understanding of my mother, she is not approving of the arrangement.
If I may be frank with you, lad,
Please.
I would not tell her of any of these things. You know, both might die. I will come out right and say it. I think you would both be in grave danger.
I believe so as well. Which is why, with your permission, I would propose us framing this visit as my escort of Mrs. Booker into your company, so the two of you might spend time with each other. It might provide a better explanation for my presence here alongside Miss Booker.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, I suppose it has been a little while since we've been in correspondence, several weeks. Many things have happened, and and I would like to spend a token for at this moment the door to open and a familiar face to walk in. None other than our
Please be the mountain man. Please be the mountain man.
Our dear friend, Mr. Tact Hailstrom.
Yes.
Not from the front door, however. It appears from an interior room. Morning, Jimmy. Tact, darling. I believe you know both the lad and the charming Ms. Booker. They have arrived for a personal conversation. Just looking back and forth. Tact, half dressed, sort of wide-eyed and a little concerned what he has just walked into.
Mr. Hailstrom.
My lad, pleasure to see you, although not in the present circumstance. This is awkward. I am dreadfully sorry. I shall see you all shortly. I shall dress for tea. Yes, and he exits in a hurry. Duke Jimothy slowly turns his head back to the both of you, just a little bit of color on his cheeks. As I was saying, it has been several weeks since we had all spoken, and I have since reconnected with a former friend from our military days. I would appreciate if you could keep this private for now. We haven't come out publicly with our
Yes.
engagement. So if
My lord, I think given the nature of our conversation, we can offer you the same courtesy.
Splendid.
Perhaps we've framed this as a misunderstanding then, given our lack of communication. I escorted Miss Booker here for the purpose of seeing you, not knowing that your interests had moved elsewhere.
I think that should work. Yes. And then we can all, I would hope, happily return to Bexley. Still friends and acquaintances.
Of course.
I am very sorry that this is the way that this would have been found out. I hoped to write some letters and you understand. Not that you aren't a lovely young woman, Miss Booker. It's yes.
I take absolutely no offense.
Of course, you are too kind. Well, I suppose that we all have an understanding then.
I believe we do. And personally, I'm very happy for you. He is a
Yes.
strapping gentleman.
He's a wonderful, wonderful man.
Well, I believe our companions should be arriving for tea shortly. If you would like us
Oh.
to leave you to your preparations, we can.
Oh, you would be welcome to. I shall just go see to Mr. Hallstrom and make sure he's ready and awaiting guests. Now that the little cat's out of the bag, or bear, I should say. Well, we shall see you in an hour or so then, yes?
Yes, I believe we shall.
Wonderful. See you shortly. And he leads you back out and kindly but hastily closes the door behind you. Hi, Raiders. Thank you for coming into a very awkward but potentially advantageous situation.
Speaking
That's
of
the
which, we
tagline
have
for the
two redemptions from the chat.
Oh my goodness, what do we got?
One is a token for RJ, for Jarvis,
Hey!
I'm gonna need them.
and one's
Take
a
it.
mini monologue.
For
Me.
hey!
Yes.
What well, a lot has happened in the last 10 to 15 minutes. How's Jessamine feeling?
Well, while it is not the outcome I expected, in any sense of the word, I think it's potentially the best one. Is it too soon to be jealous? I don't think I ever thought of Hailstrom that way. But who wouldn't? That's it.
Thank you for that lovely mini monologue. Thank you for the redemption chat. We appreciate ya. And again, thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. We still have some fun yet this evening for you. So, Avalon and Jessamine return back to their holiday house. What are you gonna say to our friends?
I believe we've come to an arrangement with the Duke. For the sake of discretion, I can't provide all the details of our conversation, but he, for all intents and purposes, our presence here this weekend, myself, was to escort Miss Booker for the purposes of a rendezvous with the Duke, whose attentions have moved elsewhere.
Okay.
Indeed, they have.
Yes, they have.
Jacqueline looks between the two of you.
I'm quite curious to whom.
Oh, I don't think you'll miss him.
I don't think you'll miss him at all. He'll be very present at the tea. Lucky Duke.
Yes.
You cannot keep us in suspense. Who? What is this?
I think it's something you're just going to have to see.
I will
believe,
go
yes.
ahead and call bullshit, because if it's not you, there's no way he's any luckier than any of us here.
Mr. Sinclair.
Well played.
Jacqueline just rolls her eyes. Well, for all of this, I think I should put on a different pinafore. Seems auspicious, far more than before. Well, shall we depart shortly then?
Sure. Go ahead,
Yes.
Thank you.
Suddenly feeling very optimistic about this tea.
Right. Also, we had confirmation that Mr. Von Karma is, in fact, involved with my mother.
Oh. I was going to ask if I could tell them.
There's a
I'm
snap
sorry.
of Jarvis's fingers as a bucket floats into the room and slides underneath Avalon.
Honestly, it probably would have been better if you had told him anyway. I feel very nauseous for having said that.
Lord Von Karma and the Baroness.
That's quite the power couple.
So I would advise to be very careful on what you say during this meeting.
Noted.
Great.
Miranda finally exits the room, looks around at all of you, pointedly avoiding eye contact with Bernie. Well, everything worked out then?
Yes. I believe it has.
Well, great. I was looking forward to seeing Mr. Lord Von Karma before we left. Shall we?
Yes, I believe we better.
Great. She'll trot out of the house.
Bernie
Giving
will
myself
just kind of
more
look,
NPCs. So,
Bernie
continue.
will look at everyone and just say, help.
Perhaps after tea.
She has left, so y'all are alone here.
I'm
did you do?
What did you do?
We had a conversation. I admitted my faults and did my best to apologize, but it seems that it was too little too late. But she also said that there is not anyone else and that she wishes I'd stuck around for her. So I don't think all is lost, but I don't know how to fix this without making it so much worse.
So, to understand, her being untethered by other romantic interests, arrived here for the purpose of seeing you, for you to arrive with 3 paramours.
She thought perhaps she could find me and work things out between us, and in her words, she arrived too late. And
She actually wanted to marry you.
And I her. But she, from my perspective, she currently does not see that as a possibility, given gestures vaguely at all of you.
But I think I can solve your problem right now.
Same.
Is it?
My
Is it
question, actually, exactly.
A possibility?
Yes. I mean, I see zero reason why that wouldn't be a possibility.
Does she know that?
I thought I had conveyed that to her, but it seemed not.
But she doesn't want to be in the
adequately
same
enough.
room with you.
She is still far too hurt by my leaving her and not explaining things. I totally understand her perspective that it was how hurtful it was to her that I didn't talk things over with her before fleeing to Bexley.
If I might make a small suggestion, for what it's worth, the others can weigh in on this too.
Grain of salt, I would say.
If you're intent on repairing this relationship with her and pursuing that, it might be worth putting other pursuits away for a moment to repair that. I can't imagine her being excited at the idea of you pursuing her along with 3 of us in tandem, given what you've already, your prior transgressions.
It makes
Or
sense.
you should decide, if you're forced to make a decision between what you've been working towards here and your relationship with Miranda, which you would choose. Because it might be very well that she wants to... that she is not amenable to that.
Makes sense. I just... Coming into this weekend, I felt that I was so close to getting all that I wanted, and now I'm worried that I'm going to just hurt everyone that I care about and not...
What is it you want, Bernard?
He'll turn and look at each of you in turn. I want you I want you. I want you. And I want her. And I can't in good conscience rank any of you above the others.
Do you want to have all of us, or do you want all of us to be happy?
I want all of you to be happy. Even if that means I myself am not happy.
That's not fair.
No, but life so rarely is.
Well, Miranda's not happy. And if she's a priority to you, you should treat her like one.
Based on my appraisal of the situation, that the only person you're hurting here by pursuing anyone else is Miranda. So I would focus on that first. Decide what you want out of that relationship.
And regardless of everything else, she's your best friend.
Yeah,
Which I'm still hurt about, but I understand.
I was your best friend.
Am I the only one who wasn't Bernard's best friend?
We just didn't spend enough time together to get to that point.
Apparently he
In a
just-
less serious situation, I would fake offense.
Well, apparently he just hands out the moniker to everyone, so it's fine. We should get to tea.
I'm going to wait for Jacqueline. You all run ahead.
Right. And I'm jesting, of course. Bernard, I'm here to support you.
Yes.
Just note that I'm your better best friend.
Well, know that I won't just hang the title of best friend over your head, and I'll support you anyway.
If it's the last thing I'll do, I'll help you repair this relationship. She's a sweet girl.
Be still, my heart. Just... Okay.
Gonna make that joke.
Probably going to make biggest ass of myself I've ever made before this weekend is done. And
Oh, Bernard, you're going to make the biggest ass of yourself so far. And that's what counts.
Right, because if you can top what's already happened, I'm very excited to see it.
oh, just you wait until I put my mind to it.
I want to reiterate, we have your back, Bernard.
We do. I'm just also part of me is very interested in the performance aspect of
Well.
it.
If
Out of
nothing
love
else,
and also entertainment value.
Yes, yes.
if nothing else, it is a very choice and sizable backside that you have all chosen to support. And with that, he leaves the room.
Americans.
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 Excellent. Well, at least the three of you also head off to tea. Yeah, Jarvis. Jacqueline's not gonna let you leave. Yeah, she hadn't gone to change her pinafore. Yeah, you're staying.
Yeah, no, he sits her down for a talk. We can get to that whenever, or just fade to black that because it's
That works too.
He tells her he's going home.
Oh. Yeah, maybe we'll get to that because I'd like to devote a little more time to that, but let's get to tea.
Cool.
So, sans Jarvis, sans Jackie, because that's one less NPC for me to play in this party. You all arrive to tea. For Bernie, who's the only one not in the know at the party, you obviously see Miranda, who has settled herself on a settee next to the Lord Von Karma. They seem to be talking animatedly. You are also brought in. The Duke is there, and a somewhat familiar, very tall, very strapping gentleman, the Mr. Tact Hailstrom, who is seated in a chair closer to the Duke, laughing at whatever jokes Miranda's making, and but looking somewhat bashful. You're welcomed in. Oh, good. The whole party's here. Is this everyone?
I believe so.
Well, splendid. Please sit, enjoy. We are on holiday. I don't believe interjections on order, but just in case, this is my dear friend and paramour, the Mr. Tact Hailstrom. I believe most of you are familiar with now. Please sit.
Mr. Hailstrom sits. Lord Von Karma.
Laird.
I was just explaining to Von Karma, the rather unfortunate, but all worked out, misunderstanding of Ms. Booker coming to attend upon me, and me being the, well, rake that I am. Unfortunately, I again do apologize, Ms. Booker. Not informed of my new romantic situation, but it appears everyone is still friends. So,
Rest assured, Your Grace, if you are a rake, I am the entire garden shed.
You are too kind, Mr. Sinclair. So, please, I made sure that all of the ladyfingers, none of them have milk or citrus. I was assured by the staff.
Thank you.
Of course. Please, sit, enjoy. And he will settle.
Lord Von Karma, how do you find yourself today?
It is far too sunny here, but I enjoy the water.
Well, that's good. Glad you're enjoying yourselves. So the running water thing really isn't an issue.
No, because then I wouldn't be able to take baths.
Is that running water?
If it's still going into the tub, yes.
Makes sense.
Who to have the luxury of never having to draw your own bath?
Thank you, Miss Booker.
Your life fascinates me, my lord.
Does me as well.
Lady Jessamine, or Miss Jessamine, there is a lovely garden here if you wish to take a stroll with me.
Of course, my lord.
Let me fetch my parasol.
As we have sort of wibbly wobbly wafted into our new novel chapter, let's go ahead and say, RJ, will this be the scene you wish to have in our visitation chapter?
Yes.
If not, you can spend a token to have an extra one if necessary.
Later down the line.
Cool. After retrieving the parasol, Lord Von Karma takes Ms. Booker for a walk around the holiday estate?
Yes. It's a few minutes of walking as they peruse the flowers. He'll offer his arm and a bit of the parasol for her to stand under. This is a rather awkward subject, he says as they're standing in front of a statue. I did not wish for you to find out about this in this way, but you had to know. About the Duke and his paramour.
Ah. Well. No hard feelings?
So I heard.
Did you?
Yes, the Duke tells me most things that go on. He was rather relieved that you took this in stride, as he said.
Yes. I was very happy. Truly.
In regards to the Laird and yourself, there is an inherent threat in the Lady Cross, but in all my years and all my knowledge, I am not one to tell you who to love.
Well, let's now.
Pursue, fine. I won't be saying anything.
Thank you.
Shall we pursue some more, or do you wish to step back inside?
We can finish our walk.
We do so.
Lovely. Any other smaller scenes?
Trying to figure out how to use one of my negative tags in a way that won't blow up in my face too much, but I think that defeats the purpose.
Yeah, kind of does.
And so I think it's basically, once Jess and Von Karma leave, there's maybe, a little bit of idle chatter. Maybe it's not even, the Duke opens his mouth to say something, and Bernie will. Yes.
No, I was just,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Bernie, go
you
ahead.
as the Duke.
Yes.
Damn it, I'm going to overthink this far too much.
Is everything all right, Mr. Sinclair?
Yes, of course, everything is lovely, Your Grace, but Miss Graves, Miranda, I know you have every reason to be upset with me right now.
Bernard, I do not think this, Mr. Sinclair, I don't think this is the right time nor the right place.
And I worry that if it's not here and now, that there won't be another chance for it.
Oh, Lord.
I love you, Miranda. And I've been a fool. I have not adequately shown it. Even now, all I'm saying are words, and what are words without action following them? But if I don't say this, I'm worried you'll go back to America, and if and when I do return, you'll refuse to see me, and I'll have lost you forever. And so, yes, I love you. I love Avalon. I love Jessamine. I love Jarvis. I love you all, and I can't choose. But if loving you all makes you unhappy, then so be it. I want your happiness over mine, over everyone's. I will go and find the most out of the way order of monks and cloister myself, if that is what you wish, to make you happy.
My lord, Timothy, I am so sorry about this outburst. I rather think it might be time for Mr. Sinclair to excuse himself and return to the house.
Kind of realizes, Bernie probably has almost stepped up on the table at this point. You are right, as always, Miss Graves. Your Grace, I hope you can forgive my outbursts. Mr. Hailstrom, my Laird, I think I will take a constitutional, as you all are so fond of saying over here.
The loo is down the hall?
That is nuts. I see perhaps constitutional has changed in meaning since I've last been here. I will see you directing at the Duke and Hailstrom back in Bexley. And you, I will see later. And Bernie will stand, bow, and take his leave. Now, is that an adequate use of the tactless tag?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Wow. That was a self-combust. Yes. You may burn that.
But now Miranda will talk to me.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah.
Miranda is as red as her hair. She's just blue screening like this.
So no milk or citrus, really?
No, they assured me. Yes. Sans it all.
I
They
couldn't tell.
mentioned some sort of recipe with apple juice. In fact, yes,
Really?
And almonds. It can mimic it without having it in there.
Well, it's very good.
Oh, thank you. I will give your compliments to the chef.
Please.
Indeed. Ms. Graves, would you care for another lady finger? Please excuse me. Miranda will flee into the afternoon.
Clap, 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 clap.
Mm-hmm. We'll say that's around the time that Jessamine and Lord Von Karma re-enter. You may catch the tail end of her running out of the house.
So there I was. And
Clop, 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 clop.
Forgive me, my lord. What did he do?
Mr. Hailstrom. Oh, he imploded. Oh, forgive me. That was like nothing I've ever seen. I've seen men killed on the battlefield, and dear Lord, that was painful. Oh, forgive me.
And I missed it.
Oh.
I am so very sorry.
I would not wish that upon anyone. I apologize, my lord.
I spend a token for someone else to have kind of done magic. So I know that Avalon's magic is based a lot on like allomancy and feruchemy. Could you have been taking a memory of that scene? So
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'll show...
Go ahead, take that one. Read from the magic table, though. On any sort of some unforeseen circumstances, maybe.
For this, do I pick the magic? Do they pick the magic effect?
I will spend the token to use the magic.
Okay.
And I guess it mostly affects Bernie because I have caught their most embarrassing moment on film.
Yeah.
And then Avalon invented America's funniest home videos.
Canon.
It's not named because it's from America. It's of Americans.
Of America.
Americans.
God.
Americans. Funniest videos.
I think I'll leave it up to you. How does an unintended side effect occur?
I have to say it's just that it is just ingrained in Avalon's memory for so the mutual embarrassment and everything. Like one of the reasons that Avalon could not just like look Bernie in the eye during that entire time, just the residual embarrassment is now just engraved in Avalon's soul.
this is literally going to be a memory Avalon is going to have while trying to sleep.
Yeah, Avalon is going to relive this over and over and over again. I will.
Please, Laird
Show.
Cross. I'm begging you. You got the whole thing, right?
Yes. And again, because it's kind of based on it, but not exactly. I think Avalon just, like, takes off an earring. Put this on. And just know that I apologize.
I almost feel like I should save it. No. Oh, Bernard. Oh, this has truly been the best vacation I've ever taken. This is a gift.
Or curse. I just didn't think after what he said. I didn't know he was being so literal.
You didn't think, and neither did he. Oh dear.
I don't know what to do about this.
I don't know that you can do anything about this. Can I keep this?
Please. I feel like it's stuck in here anyway.
No, I don't think you'll ever forget.
No. Is it too late? Is it too early to get out the brandy?
Oh no, not at all. Timothy, I'll get it. Yes, please. I think we could all use some. Well, what are we going to do about this? Because after witnessing that, I feel morally responsible for rectifying the situation for everyone involved.
I'm not sure. I suppose it's a matter of where Miranda went galloping off to.
Oh, goodness.
I'll find her.
Excellent. Thank you, Von Karma.
Right.
We're running short on time. I have one more thing I want to incorporate. So we're going to say this. As Von Karma swoops away, we will let the evening dissolve. We will return to eventually Bernie getting back to his room at the holiday house, thinking about his choices, going to bed. Bernie, you wake up the next day, and being a magical practitioner, you immediately recognize that something is off. You're not entirely sure what, but something has happened. You get up and you immediately see upon your writing desk inside your rooms the invitations that you sent to your friends yesterday on your desk. All intact, including the one to Miranda, which does not seem right or possible. You exit your room, and this is when it hits you. It's yesterday. Again. And that's where we'll leave it for you tonight, everyone.
It was the heat of the moment.
Dean? Oh no, Sam? No, it's Dean who dies, yeah, sorry.
You made that too perfect. I'm sitting here waiting. Who's it gonna be? Nope, it's Bernie. It's gonna be Bernie.
It's a weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Forever.
Again. Thank you so much, everybody. We have been playing this game for over a year now. We've played so many episodes. That was the most banana shit that we have ever done in this game.
Gotta make the "We're fucking bananas" t-shirt now.
Oh my god. Thank you so much to my amazing cast. Thank you out there, internet, for hanging out with us tonight. If you've been here live, if you're not live, man, I'm sure this VOD is going to be watched by several of us over and over and over again. Let's just jump on into let's go through our cast. Please tell us again where we can find you on the internet, who you are, anything to promote, and stars and wishes for this evening. Let's start with Val.
Hi, everyone. I'm Val. At the Kraken's Crown, Twitter and Twitch, yada, yada, yada. You can find me tomorrow running Neon Souls, which is our Cypher System game. Come join us there at 9 o'clock. Where people don't tend to give off so much mutual or empathetic embarrassment. But we'll see.
Is that
Oh,
a
boy.
challenge?
Yeah.
Hold
Felt
my beer.
bad just saying that, yeah.
Because two of us will be there.
Mhm. And then Saturday for our first episode of season 2 of Star Power. We're also doing time shenanigans, so come join. Is there an anti-star? Because it's like I want to give the star. Okay, I mean, because I'm the first, so I get to do it. Is I want to give the star to Bernie for that, but I don't feel like a star is what I want to give to Alex for what happened. I feel like it's
Supernova? I mean, that's a star. So
Yeah.
Black hole.
a black hole.
That was so good.
God, I've never been so uncomfortable. But I loved it.
Supernova too.
It's so good.
A supermassive black hole.
Yeah. So that's what I'm giving to that whole thing.
Any wishes?
Boy, I don't even know what I could wish for on top of that. My wish, I mean, my heartfelt wish here is for the things with Bernie and Miranda to be repaired through these time travel shenanigans, or to just see Bernie fuck up as gloriously again. I know, honestly, I'd be fine either way. So, I'm good. Val's good out here. That's me.
Savvy.
Hi. I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internet, and I had a great time today. Personally. There was so much embarrassment, and none of it was mine. This is a blessing. You can find me at Savvy Seaworth on the internet. My streaming schedule is there. I'm here. The games that these people talk about, I'm in them. That's not the important part right now. My star. I
think
don't
we
know.
all get 2 stars. We all get 2 stars. We all get a star, and we all get a supermassive black hole today. And you may give the supermassive black hole to whoever you like, but you do get one just for today, for reasons.
I want to give a star to. I'm gonna give my star to Val today because Avalon is trying so hard at everything. And I feel like they've never done this before. And it's great character development. And I love it. And my supermassive black hole goes to the only contact embarrassment that I got during the entire session, which was not somehow from Bernard. It was from the face that Sid made as the Duke when she herself also was the one who narrated Tag Hailstrom walking into the room. It was that.
Oh, I'm glad. Thank you.
A black hole of contact shame. Which makes me sad because he shouldn't be ashamed.
No, he was only ashamed because he hadn't told Jessamine yet. That was
based on what Tag Hailstrom looks like in my brain.
Nothing to be ashamed
Good job,
of.
buddy. That's right,
Timothy. I love it so. Any wishes?
Oh shit, I have 2 wishes too.
You don't have to. I mean, if all of your dreams have come true tonight, I understand. It's fine.
No, I just got so excited about all of the various stars that we were doing. My wish is Jarvis has had it too easy the past couple of sessions. I want him to get into trouble again.
Oh, that's gonna happen.
Because it gives me life.
Excellent. Jarvis gets in trouble. RJ.
Hey everybody, it's me, RJ. Like I said earlier, you can catch me at RJS282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things and how I'm a Mr. Mime main on Pokemon Unite. I call him Dr. Jazz Hands. because you're either going to catch these hands or he's going to catch you. Stars and wishes. Supermassive black hole. To Avalon for not drawing their own baths. Come on. And I want to give my star to Alex because Bernie's really trying. It's
He's
just
trying so hard.
wishes. I wish that Bernie would take Jarvis's advice about timing. But
Bernie learns
also
timing, which he's going to have a lot of, considering he's in a time loop. So there's that.
wait, I just want to see something. I also want to rename the Hawke estate to the Rookery.
Canon, done, do it. Excellent. And last but not least, our MVP this evening, Alex.
I don't know about that, but also I'm not last. You're last, Sid. But hello, I'm Alex. OMG, it's some guy on the internet. Apparently the I was gonna say conductor of the parade, but no, I guess the star marshal of the ship parade.
Our anxiety drum major.
Yeah. You'll find me on this channel Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays. Next time will be this Tuesdays. We return to Call of Cthulhu, where we are the only non-brainwashed people at the Brainwashed Barbecue, and failing to hide that we are not brainwashed. And so we're probably going to die and re-enter our Groundhog's Day death loop. Yeah. How do I even approach Stars and Wishes tonight? I don't know. Is it secondhand embarrassment if I didn't feel embarrassed at all? Is it all just y'all being embarrassed? Because the best I can come up with for a supermassive black hole is Von Karma just dealing with it when Jessamine doesn't, assent to like taking him back inside sooner. It's like, no, we're gonna keep going for a walk, even though you're a vampire out in the sun and all you have is this parasol.
I like it.
But Star, I mean, to everyone for having Bernie's back and saying like, hey, go sort your shit out and we support you, even if it means possibly, not being able to pursue us. But we'll see. And then Wish. I think it's for, we'll see, because I don't know how this time loop is going to work, but I think it's for Bernie to be the only one aware of it and for him to just seem even more batshit as he's trying to figure it out, and everyone just gets more concerned for him in oh no, this is not good, Bernie. So
I can already cross that off the list.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes, if there's any digging his way out of this hole.
Bernie solos the time loop. Yeah, I can already cross that off. Not a problem. And I have been your facilitator of Fremschaden, which is the opposite of Schadenfreude, which essentially means secondhand embarrassment. I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid. I'm here a couple nights a week, and I'll be over on Infinite RP on Monday, starting this coming Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern. Come check that out. Oh God. Okay. Just super massive black hole, obviously, to everyone, all of you, just witnessing that with all of us. That was incredible. And obviously hats off to Alex for that. Wow. Stars 2. I had to give a star to Savvy for just continually keeping Jess. Like, Jess is so together. I need Jess in my life to just like roll with fucking anything. Like, she is just unfucking phased by anything that's going on. And like, I need her in my life. So hats off to Savvy for continually having this amazing character. My wish is that Alex literally just goes full Groundhog Day in this. Like that Bernie doesn't believe it at first, and we get a couple like really quick time loops of just like Bernie thinking he's gone, around the bend, and then like Bernie just taking advantage of it and just doing whatever the hell he wants, and then eventually getting down to, Bernie figuring out what he needs to do to get out of this. That's what I'm hoping for. I think that's what we'll get to, but I'm gonna put it on there anyway. We've gone a little over today with some tech difficulties, and I couldn't stop that train wreck, so I just let it go. It was spectacular. Thank you all so much for rolling with us tonight. We better see you here next week, same time, same place. But until then, a good game and good night, Internet.